Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So those who do not want to face the truth, please do not watch this video. So this morning I woke up and found out that there are many discussions uh, in my group, and also some other friends send me uh, many discussions. Now, this discussions is about many people claim that they train their Wing Chun, and their Wing Chun is uh, for the streets. So when get challenged by like the MMA fighter, they will say that their Wing Chun is trained for the street, not for the ring. And of course, in these kinds of situations, the internal and so forth coming up. That because people train internal and they are for the street, so they will not be able to fight in the ring because the ring have a different rules. So this morning, I have all this message sent to me, and so I decide to share with you that here on it is really simple to uh, verify whether people is uh, telling the truth or know what they are talking about. Now, if you want to talk about fighting, like in the ring, okay, not even in the street yet, in the ring, that one fight with another one. Do you know that the bottom line of that fighting, one must have the training of random unstable recycling momentum? Yes, the term is random unstable recycling of momentum. Any good fighter, any people who can fight, they can handle this. And they are trained on this random instability or unstable recycling momentum. Because in the real fight, we now talk only in the level of the ring, okay, where there's still the judge and everything protect you. That is a must. Random, unstable, or instability momentum recycling. Anybody who do not have this type of ability, forget about talking about fighting. Don't kid ourselves. Like Bodhidharma come to China to teach Zen, he said that one, we must not cheat ourselves, we must not cheat other, and we must not get cheated. Disregard of martial arts, disregard of what is the claim. As soon as one never train and never participate in the random unstable momentum handling, recycling momentum handling, random unstable recycling momentum handling, that person don't know how to fight. Not to mention be able to teach other to fight. It is this serious. Okay. So why random? Well, you fight your opponent. Do you know that how he's going to attack you or how he's going to change? So the fight is like one never step in the same water twice. It's random. Now, the second thing is instability. Every fight, every punch is an unstable egg. So one need to be able to make use of the instability. The third thing is, in order for the fight to continue on, one need to be able to handle the recycling momentum under the conditions of random, unstable conditions. Everything can happen, every change can happen. So, random, instability, the recycling momentum is a must in any fight with the people who know how to fight. Very different than bullying people, okay? You just go bullying people, you beat him because you're stronger, you're faster. Very different than that. When you look at the real pro fight, and we want to go that way, right? Why cheat ourselves when we are not even have those kind of ability of handling or training? And of course, in this type of stuff, unstable, random, recycling momentum, it means that one have to have one's stamina, VO2 max. One need to have one's physical endurance, muscular endurance, and neuromuscular proficiency. Okay? Meaning, one need to be able to breathe and be able to exert force, strength as needed in an unstable, random conditions. Now look back. What is most so-called Chinese martial art today train? If you look around, they are actually trained the opposite of it. They want stable. Oh, you need to have the stable structure, rooting, grounding, and then make believe if he come punch me this way, I'm going to use this technique to defeat him, to neutralize whatever. And then I have this internal chi, bring my chi down to the ground. Who are you kidding? You can demo it with your student who have no clue of what they are doing. Go get an MMA fighter and see whether you can do that. The real guy who trained in fighting have more than 500 hours of KO type level of fighting or sparring. Is playing with random, unstable momentum recycling. Disregard what style. You look at our BJJ friend, our Thai boxing friend, our Western boxing friend, judo friend, all doing the same. The same. Those are the requirement in order to play that game. Okay, so get that straight. You think your chi sao, your Yi Kam Yong Ma, and your wooden dummy can do that? That's why look at what Xi Xiaodong talk about Wing Chun. Okay, you can keep add up your your Chinese term, internal, and all those Chinese term which is people in the West will not be able to understand, or even the Chinese don't understand. But it never fulfill the conditions of random, unstable, momentum recycling. How can it fight? And random, unstable, and momentum recycling is in the Shaolin Short Strike Classic and in the General Qi Ji Guang Classic. I just using the American term to say it out loud what it is. So we need to be really careful on what we are talking about. It's not like, oh, I trained this for the street fighting. No, if we don't even know the random, unstable, recycling momentum, we don't know about the game. For the very basic fighting, which is with the rules, okay? With the rules, with judge there to protect you. Now, if we're going to go for the street fighting, guess what? Let me share with you what is in the Qi Ji Guang writing when they fought the Japanese pirate. They have this array called Peking duck array. Okay. In cartoon drawing, the Peking duck array is like this on top view. All the weapons lined up. In the front view is like that. So when they face a Japanese pirate, one or two or three, the Japanese warrior, this entire group of people go at it with an array and with a strategy. It is a war machine. You want to fight in the street? People is going to use that with you, okay? So as your Wing Chun train for the street, I translate this book so that you know that even people have this type of array, they are training in unstable, random, recycling momentum 460 years ago. They have their physical training, their neuromuscular proficiency, the muscular endurance, their breathing training here 460 years ago. So in the street fighting, they have the array and they have this unstable, random, recycling momentum training. So on top of the unstable, random, recycling momentum training, they have array on top of that. Hey, it is a war. It is about life and death. Who is going to play a kung fu movie? This is the reality. You want to fight in the ring? The bottom line is random, unstable, recycling momentum. Have your body trained with that. Your breathing, your muscular endurance. You want to go to street? That is then array up there. Strategy, array. They know how to get you. They are trained with that. That's why this is very important translation. I shouldn't say translation because it's not words to words translation, but describing what or transferring the knowledge of what Qi Shi Guang is talking about to the West. So let's not just giving all time. Oh, my training is for the street, not for the ring. Oh, my training have this internal, so I can use in the street. It is too little. The bottom line is, do we know what we are facing? And today I share with you already. You want to talk about fighting? Random, unstable, recycling momentum. Have you developed the handling of it? If you can go to the street, on top of what you have here, on the unstable, random, recycling momentum, you have to have array. So you have multi people fighting array, and you know how to move on different cases. It is not Kung Fu movie. It is Kung Fu 1560. So I really, really feel sad on today's misinformation, selling snake oils. Is it still Kung Fu? Is it still Wing Chun? Or what are you guys doing? How many people, how many young kids are we going to mislead by selling this stuff? So this is the truth. And in the past 10 years, in the past 10 years, in the past 10 years, since 2012, 2021 is here, I share the 1850 shooting town. The move is here, and this few days I share the USA Wing Chun technology, where the contents is present, every content, the uniqueness and the criteria. You know that for health is one way, for fighting, and then each one come with different level. Why is that? That's what I mean. It is for education. We need to know what are we get into. Don't mess around. This is in the ancient 460 years ago. This is a military art, actually military science. It's like you can get a PhD in today's university to study all the step by step. And I make this so that everybody know. You know, like you can see in this video, the K criteria. You know where you are. You know what you need. So this is all the videos in this channel. Without this, what are we doing here? So as what I say is an education. We need to know where we are. Not everybody can go fighting. Not everybody can deal with the unstable, random recycling momentum. I get, oh, can 60 something, can I do it like when I'm 30? No, no way. Even my maximum heart rate, as because I'm the human, the maximum heart rate now dropped to 160. When I'm 30, I can do what? 30, 220 minus 60, 180. So 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 200, okay, so let's get this straight. 220 minus 60 years old, it is 160. That's my maximum heart rate now. I'm 60 years old, say. If I'm 30-year old, it's 220 minus 30. So it's 190. So even the heart rate compared with now 60 years old and 30 years old, my physical will not be able to get into that state of playing the random unstable recycling momentum, which is require your breathing and your muscular endurance. This is the truth. And personally, I like to share with you. Why do I have, I want, I'm doing all these educations. Let me share with you. You want to talk about street fight? Street fighting for street? My father's Sifu in South Asia died. Yes, he died in a street fight. My Kyoxin's classmates, my Kyoxin senior's younger brother died in street fight in South Asia. Okay? My godmother's nephew, his brother's son, died in an accident in full contact sparring. Okay? My Kyoxin's Sifu, my beloved Kyoxin Sifu, who went to Japan for many competitions, died in 40 something. I know how he trained, how hard he trained. My Wing Chun Sifu died at age of 60. I know how hard he trained. Everything come with a price to pay. I'm 62 this year. I look back, one and another sad story. Okay? Best fighter, train hard, all have price to pay. My Shaolin Sifu, Shi Fa Chan, who is the student of the very uh, well-known Shaolin martial monk Sekou Cham. When he trained internal, he puked blood. So my Zigong Sekou Cham asked him to stop training. That is the reality. I myself, born with diabetic type 1 and many different other health conditions. And now I get old. I go through life, real life, not movies. You can see how sad it is when people die due to martial art because of their training or in the fighting. That's why I decide to make the educations. Martial art, Kung Fu, Wing Chun is good. It is a science we human need. But we have to know our limits. We need to know what it is. So finally, as Bodhidharma said, when he brought the Buddha's teaching to China, don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, don't get cheated. My Zen teacher, late Venerable Xianhua's teaching is you don't throw the first punch or kick the first kick. Treat other people with compassion, helping people, that is what a Buddhist need to do. Not all this fighting, fighting, fighting to prove who is stronger. That's what he told me. Venerable Shenhua told me, you are here not to prove that you're like the Superman who is tougher. So I share this with you. Let's stop this. Oh, I train Wing Chun for street fighting. And then what you train? Like a movie. Do we even know that about the random, unstable recycling momentum? Have we trained that way? Do we know about the array in the street fighting, the war? Have we heard about it? Do we know even internal training can be dangerous if we don't know what to do? Or stuck into, oh, you need to be stable, rooting, your body have to be structured, and then you have the chi coming in. Everywhere you move, you have to be center. What are you talking about? So I like General Qi Ji Guang is because he's telling the truth. It is a brutal stuff. So this is what I like to share with you. I hope that many people can benefit from this. Fighting is not what everybody can touch. Internal art, we know what we need to know exactly what we are doing. Okay? Because in educations, we need to do it this way. Do it properly.